And just like that, we have another house added to our shopping district. This one is a little weird. I'm not going to lie. I'm sure that you saw in the time lapse that I kind of stopped at a weird place. And that's because this one's roof gave me a heck of a time. I'm not going to lie. This one was really difficult for me, but I am satisfied with how it's turned out so far. I do have to add little details such as like flower pots and all of that happy stuff, but I really like it. I think that this one is an unusual build. It has some fun shapes in there, and it definitely has a palette that I don't use very often. And I think that that makes for something that's pretty creative and detailed. I'm not exactly sure which shop this is going to be yet. I mean, I have a while to try to decide, but I think maybe we'll do this one, the interior one, and this one, maybe the landscaping shop. Who knows? I'll let you guys give your opinions down below, but I have done the layout for the interior, and this one is going to be a lot of fun. This is a really small amount of space, but I think that it is leaving me enough to be really creative with it. So the upstairs I really like. I have been trying to get better at making the spaces of my interiors more manageable and not so open, and trying to, not expose the roof area. Other than that, though, what I was saying is the part that was giving me a really, really hard time was actually the roof. I created such a weird shape with the build, and I played with heights of the top floor. And that created this very strange roof layout, but I think I did pretty good with what I left myself. It's something that as I fly in, I'm pretty happy with. I cannot complain too much, and I think that I've done a really good job at continuing this different roof style for each build thing. I think it's creative and interesting and gives us something that adds maybe a little bit of character to our city. So I'm really happy with that. Over the last week, when I wasn't feeling very well and I wasn't streaming and I wasn't getting as much done as I could in regards to actually recording, I went a little crazy. and I mean, I went a tiny bit crazy. I just wasn't happy with our entrance to our mine. I wasn't happy with the entrance to the base. It just looked too small. It didn't look like it was suitable. And so I've put a little bit of work in. As you can see, we have worked a ton on the outside of the base. We have completely added in a new part of the mountain. We've brought the snow, the ice, the stone layer all the way up. We've added new trees. We have added terraforming. We have done these beautiful towers. These towers I have put a lot of work into. I probably tore them and built them up at least 4 or 5 times just because I wasn't really totally happy with them. But I think what we have right now is really good. I'm so happy. I'm so satisfied. I think we have some really, really beautiful detailing. I have this really funky pattern that I have added, and I think that it breaks up the plainness that was this entrance while still not taking too much away from the entrance. If that makes any sense whatsoever. It's just over time, I think I've realized that I was rushing. I was rushing to get the entrance done, so I just wasn't putting as much time into it as I should have. And now that that's corrected, I cannot complain. There still is a ton of work to do. I have to do all of the terraforming on the mountain. I have so much detailing to add. But for now, even if the season ended right now, this entrance I think is a million times better. Right now, though, we're going to take a break from terraforming, a break from detailing, a break from all of this, and we're going to go leave one of our friends a present because one Mr. Beardstone has been doing an insane, and I mean this, an insane amount of work on his base. And one of the coolest things about Mr. Beardstone's base is he has put so much effort into all of these little scenes, these little characters with all of our heads and all of that. And I love them. Seriously, look at this craziness. So much detailing. All of these tell such a wonderful story. And I think he only has 2 of my heads. And this one I think might be my favorite. I just think it's completely adorable. I would love to see more. Just more. So what we're going to do is we're going to set a chest right here where I hope he will see it. We will do a little bit of this. We will get this ready. And we're going to leave him a little sign. And just like that, a gift has been had, a gift for you. And just, there we go, some Jessiieb heads. And that should be good enough. Leaving those heads for Beardy, though, made me realize one thing. I'm almost completely out of heads. It's been so long since I've died, and now that I'm making these shops, I kind of need more of these statues. I mean, come on, they're beautiful, they're wonderful, and I love having them in my shops. I think the only reasonable thing to do would be to use this, lovely, wonderful place that Mr. Beardstone had created. So let's go ahead, we'll do that. We'll leave this and this, grab all of you, and well, let's go get some heads, I guess. I mean, I do have 163 levels, but you know what? You only live once, right? Let's go the long route. Why the heck not? Let's do this. Hello? How do I... Meh. Why can't I push the button? Push the button, push the button, push the button. Hello? Okay. Bye, guys. You guys, the best thing in the entire world just happened. TB has updated. And you know what that means? That means, my friends, we have flower pots on trapdoors, flower pots on trapdoors, flower pots on trapdoors. Yeah, buddy, this is gonna be fun. You know what this means now? We have to go and spread the word. All right? Spontaneous trip all over TB to let the people know. Flower pots go on trapdoors. All right? Let's go. Foxy's base. Flower pot on trapdoor. Let's give him a red flower. Done. All right. Next, Zloy. Flower pot on trapdoor. Beardy. Lee. with that, now the whole server knows we can put flower pots on trapdoors, and I am so excited. But I think what I'm going to do now is probably redecorate some of these builds, put my trapdoors and flower pots all around, and see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.